Hey guys, how are you? You're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch. And guess what? I'm waiting for my Patreon videos to upload so that I can keep going. I'm in the middle of working right now, but I wanted to go live and do a gratitude session. So everybody that comes on live, we will say things that we're thankful for, okay? Like I say, I'm in the middle of working. I've got a lot going on here, but technology only goes so fast. Hey, Katie Ross, good morning. Let's say one thing that you're grateful for. Hi, Magical Mandy. Let's say one thing that you're grateful for. Insane Paranormal. Tess, let's say one thing that you're grateful for. Pepper Jackie is thankful for the sun. That's amazing. Me too. It's so sunny outside. I'm thankful for the sun as well. I wish I could back up so you could see. My hair is in a teeny tiny bun. But I'd rather you see the mugwort crown that I'm making. It's so awesome. Hey, Ricky Bunce, how are you? So everybody that's on Patreon, I'm uploading video right now. It's got 7 minutes till I can upload, but I'm kind of doing this really beautiful. I'll show you how it's turned out so far. Whoop! This mugwort crown. Excuse me, wormwood crown. And it fits pretty good on my head so far. And we're going to put a skull right in the front. We're in the middle of tying the skull on the front. So it's going to be super awesome. All these little leather pieces will be cut off later. But I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like when it's completely finished. I have no idea. I'm super excited. Typewriter's out. Getting back to Book of Shadows, actually typing my workings. Yeah, super excited. So what are you guys grateful for besides the sun? Thank you. I try. I just rolled out of bed and put my hair in this weird thing. And guess what, Magical Mandy? I'm using your hair things that you sent me. Can you see them? These really cool hair things that Magical Mandy sent me. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, Insane Paranormal's thankful for me. I'm thankful for you guys too. You don't even know. I'm so, so, so grateful and thankful for you guys. And that's why whenever people complain about YouTube, I'm like, I ain't complaining because I'm so grateful that it's even here. Like, if it screws up for a day, okay, so I get sad for a day, but I'm grateful that you guys are here, so thank you. What else are we grateful for, you guys? Tess says, I'm thankful for love from your family and friends. Absolutely! Pepper Jackie, grateful for your pets, relationships, and air conditioning. Everybody right now should be grateful for air conditioning. Sherry Bug D, how are you? We're doing a gratitude session. What are you grateful for? This will lift everyone's spirits. Ricky Bunce is grateful for her family. Sherry Bug is grateful for her family. Magical Mandy's grateful for her dogs. So if you guys are feeling down, like me, I'm like, I have no Etsy orders right now, no real money coming in, but that's okay because I just look around and I say all the things I'm grateful for, and then I just get a candle going and try and manifest some orders and things like that. But I have so much to be grateful for. I'm grateful for my kitties. I'm sad Chloe passed away, but I'm super grateful that she wasn't just lost and we found her and we were able to bury her and do a proper thing. I'm grateful for Alex. I'm grateful for my mother and father and my 2 brothers. I'm grateful for my daughter. I'm grateful for my nieces and nephews, were my kids before I had kids. Let's see here. What is everybody else grateful for? Sherry Bug D, I'm grateful for my friends, my dogs, my ducks. Oh my gosh, I'm hoping that I can get Peggy to get some ducks. She has a little pond. And that your arm is slowly getting better. I'm grateful for that too. Katie Ross says, I'm grateful for you and this channel too. I'm so grateful we have this. That's what I'm saying, like, about being upset with YouTube. I'm never upset with YouTube because I'm just so grateful. You guys, if you anoint a candle with wormwood, like crush it up, roll it in some oil and anoint it, that makes the coolest candle burn. Let me just show it to you. Because it kind of catches on fire where the wormwood is, and then it melts down like this. It was such a cool candle burn to watch. And it's, still happening. Cool stuff. What else is new? I'm grateful for my big bed. I'm grateful for, like, that we're able to grow our own things, and, like, I'm grateful for gardening and herbs. And I'm grateful for my artistic abilities and my creativity. I'm so, so, so grateful for my drive. Like, I don't know where it came from, but like if you tell me I can't do something, there's no way I'm not gonna do it. So I'm grateful for this like huge drive I have. And I guess that's like being stubborn. I'm grateful for being stubborn because that's the only thing that makes me get stuff done, really. Hey, Uncle Boucher's here. What are you grateful for, baby? Because we're doing a gratitude session. I'm grateful for Uncle Bacon, that's for sure. Gratitude session. This will cheer you up. So if you're ever in a down mood, you know, and you aren't the type to run to the antidepressants, be grateful. Just look around you. Think about your life experiences. I'm so grateful for all the shitty things that have happened in my life because they brought me right here. And technically, I have a shitty thing going on right now in my life, but I'm not letting that be shitty. And if you don't let something be crap, then it can't. You know what I'm saying? It can't in your world. So all you have to do is change the way you think and change the way you speak. And what I mean by changing the way you speak is, I mean, if you say, I always suck at tests. I know the answers, but I suck at tests. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're like, the words you're saying, that's what's coming to you. So if you actually lie out loud and use law of attraction and say, I'm so happy, over and over and over, and pretend you're happy, suddenly those vibrations get drawn to you. So I think it's really important that even if we are in a crap situation, that you just really try and make the best of it, and gratitude is one of the best ways to do that, in my opinion. Sherry Bug is grateful for Jen and everyone else here. Thank you. As well as the families and friends across YouTube. Yes, I'm grateful for air conditioning and ice and having the necessities and luxuries of life that I have. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's such a good list. Tess is grateful for healthy, clean food and water. Yeah, because think of that. I mean, we're so lucky. And we never think of, like, the little things, probably. Probably a lot of people don't think about the little things. But if you were to go to a different country and look at what's going on, you'd probably think of your life and be pretty grateful. Uncle Badger is grateful for having a roof over his head. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm grateful for Alex and I'm grateful for Peggy. You know, without them, I'd probably be homeless or in a crappy relationship just so I'd have a roof over my head, you know. How's this candle doing? It's getting kind of wild at the end because some of the wormwood is dripped to the bottom. And the wormwood's with the flame and it's just kind of... Oh, it's just... Spirit is right there. I was doing some fire scrying and that while it was going down. And that was my only yellow candle. So after that I'll burn a white one and just put the intention into it. So this wormwood crown is turning out so cool, and again, the video's uploading right now for the Patreon people, and there's only like, 20 people now that are able to see these videos, but the family over at Patreon's gonna grow. Gypsy Mermaid Witch just joined. Uber fantastic. It can't hurt you unless you let it. Exactly, Ricky. Fake it until you make it, Brenda. Exactly. Fake. That's such a perfect phrase. It's better than saying lying. Faking it. But if you fake it, and even, like, you know, things like vision boards are so powerful. So powerful. Just to look at something every day and have that be your goal. Aiden's here! Yes! Aiden, positive thinking is real. I always try to remember that so many people have it worse. Yep. And that's why I watch true crime, you guys. That always... I know that sounds like a lot of people, it makes them more depressed, but it makes me feel grateful for what I have. Like, I'm not trapped in a basement for 24 years being assaulted. You know? Fritzl. That stuff is horrible. Joseph Fritzl. Debbie! Hi, how are you? She's grateful to be alive. Did the crystals come out? Yeah, I want to show them to you, but you know what? Here's the saddest thing. You know my beautiful Visions pan from France? Well, it's Pyrex, France. I found it thrifting. It's like 12 bucks thrifting, and they're like 55 online. Completely ruined the pan. And it's my only big boiling pan that I have. And so I was pretty crushed. I won't do it again. But here's the crystals. Here's how they turned out. And then I want to show you the oil because it looks like somebody was smoking drugs on it. So I don't actually know if borax is such a good idea, but here's the little stars that I did out of pipe cleaners for maybe like a Yule tree or something like that. And as you can see, the blue didn't really stay, they're just kind of light blue. And then the big one, like the geode, looks like this, and it kind of like stuck to the bottom of the pan, so it has a base that it can sit on. And the blue just kind of turned out like kind of patchy. And, you know, there are some real true crystals formed up here, but the rest just kind of looks like snow, like blue snow. So yeah, I mean, I won't do it again, but here's the result. And here's the thing, like, use a giant pan that you don't care about. And then I don't know if you could ever use it for that again. Like, all these people that did the videos of this, they should have told you, like, oh, by the way, use a pan that you're going to throw away. And then, is the pan worth this? I don't know. Mine wasn't, but that's what happened, and I'm going to give these, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't actually know if borax is really that good. I'd probably just try to do salt crystals again. The only reason I did the borax is because they were super fast and I had all the ingredients. But look at the foil. It's like got black resin on it. Black residue. And that can't be good. So I won't be doing that again. And I'm not upset about my pan or anything like that. I mean, it's just life happens. You learn. But I'm really sad because that pan's hard to find. Alright, so there, Debbie, the crystals did come out. Oh my god, yes, Jen, when I was in the Peace Corps in West Africa, my family and I drank water with frog living in part of it the time. Yeah, I mean, I've done survival stuff with my brother where we go in the woods for 3 or 4 days with nothing but like knives and rope and a jug of water, but then we have to do the rest of the water out and about. He knows how to make fire out of sticks and rope. Like, it's crazy. We built a little shelter out of what we could find. He was really into that whole like survivor stuff, but it was a good lesson. We had to listen to find water. Seriously, we went to an area where we were like really doing it survival style. And the crazy thing was, see how I'm not a good influence? You'll see. I was pretty messed up at that time, and I was taking a lot of painkillers that I didn't need to take, and I was also drinking on top of that. And instead of water in my canteen, I put vodka. And anyway, I was so thirsty. I was so thirsty because I was so dehydrated and everything. And I'm not trying to share too much and like be a super bad influence. I'm just trying to tell you parts of my life and things like that. But to have to listen to find water when you are completely thirsty and dehydrated, it puts you in like a survival mode because your body like needs water and needs sustenance. So it was a really good experience, and I do thank my brother for that. That's the other brother, you know, the other brother. Okay, so Madam Butterfly's here! You guys, right after this, because the video for Patreon's already recorded. It's just uploading right now. Right after this video, I'm going to upload that to Patreon so you guys can see your Patreon-only videos, and then I'm going to finish the crown on a second video. So I'll be in front of my camera pretty much for the day today. But if you guys need any Etsy orders, of course, I forgot to add it in the description, but it's Juckshy Lady. And if you want to see my Patreon videos, just go to the last video and look down, and there'll be Patreon information. But if you guys need any Etsy orders, I'm really free right now. I need the orders. Hey, Spirit Moon! So many kisses. So many kisses. Hey, By Ember's Light, how are you? I'm grateful for my children and what food I can provide for them. And the roof over our heads. That's really good, because those are basic things. I'm going to say something I'm grateful for that's ridiculous. I'm grateful for my cell phone, even though I kind of loathe it at the same time because, you know, of what it is. But I'm really grateful because otherwise I wouldn't have contact with you guys, and I wouldn't be able to have built this community. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for Uncle Bacon. I'm grateful for tarot cards. Flower's here! Hi, Flower! So if you guys see the name with the blue icon and it looks like it says lower, they actually go by Flower. So that's Flower. Hello, Flower. How are you? I hope you're still here and I'm not too behind on the chat. Brenda says, yes, y'all show your support on Patreon at the most affordable price. It's like buying Jenna a pack of gum or a cup of coffee a month for content you won't get on YouTube. Yeah, and I'm just really trying to make a little bit of an income so I can live and then just do this. But you guys know I'm really dedicated to this. I can't go back to waitressing. It's not what I'm meant to do. If I go back to waitressing, it will kill my soul and it will ruin people's dining experience because I act kind, but you can totally tell that I'm pissed. And it's just, after 12 years of waitressing, I'm just done. After 10 years of massage, I'm done. Like, I'm done of these jobs that suck my soul away. These narcissistic, like, positions you get in. Heavenly Subliminal says, I'm grateful I purged items not meant for me at a community swap recently and gained some new ones to serve you in the here and now. That's awesome. I love purging. It really does feel good because then the things that are around you. I love the Marie Kondo method. Like, hold it in your hand. Does it bring you joy? If it doesn't, say thank you for the time you've had with it and get rid of it and let go of it. Say thank you. And that's animism, right? Tell the item thank you. Thank you for for bringing me joy. And I listened to the whole Marie Kondo book online. Come on, honey. The whole Marie Kondo book is, it's called, what is it? It's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. And they actually did a Netflix thing on it, but I don't like it because it has subtitles. But anyway, is this a papaya leaf, darling?
Yeah.
This is a big papaya. Look, it's bigger than my head. It's bigger than my head. Whoop-a-doop. Papaya leaves are great in witchcraft. We've talked about that quite a few times. What was I talking about? Right. I don't know. Whatever. Gratitude. What are you thankful for? The stars look cool. Oh, am I that far behind in the chat? Shit. Oh, Brenda, I wasn't telling you to be quiet. I was just laughing. I'm sorry. Willow Night Owl in Tennessee. Hey, I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome. How are you? Jen, look at that flame. I know it was getting nuts, but now it's just like chilling at the bottom with a little bit of wormwood, and it's just wow, wow. And I have the crown sitting right around it, just really trying to charge that. Good stuff. Everybody's saying look at the candle. I guess I need to get back to the chat. Aiden says, I really think everyone should prep a little. Having an emergency water supply is very important. Absolutely. And like I was talking about with water, it's really all you need. Like, if you're in survival mode, yeah, you get hungry, but after you've been hungry for a long time, that kind of like goes away, and then you're just like water. Your body just really needs that. Everybody's saying about the candle. I'll have to rewatch. Dual flame. Yes, it was doing a dual flame because the wick and the wormwood. I rolled the candle, the big pillar candle, I rolled it in this psychic awareness oil that I make, and then I rolled it in wormwood, and it had a beautiful burn the whole way down. If I would have put that on a live stream and we would just chat and the thing would be just on the candle and watch, oh, such a beautiful burn. And scrying and all of that. You're grateful for your intuition tests? Me too. I think that's one of the things I'm most grateful for. I'm really grateful that I trust my intuition now, because before learning about witchcraft, it was just kind of like I was still hesitant about stuff. But if you just grab on to that first initial feeling or thought that comes before logic, because logic will kick in right after that and then try to alter your first original thought. You have to grab that first original thought and not let logic come in. And that's how I describe intuition. 3 flames it had? Well, now it has kind of 3 flames. That's fantastic. This candle burn has been really great. Triple flame. Anyone else see the triple? Empaths shouldn't be working on for others, in my opinion. Right, Aiden. It's just really difficult to spread yourself that thin. And things like massage therapy, they don't call it massage therapy anymore. They call it massage practitioner, because when you call it therapy, people think you're a therapist, and they lay down on the table and they just let out all their shit. And then you're touching them and you absorb it, especially as an empath. And I've had many times where I've had to leave clients to go to the bathroom and throw up. And it was just, you could just feel the blackness. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a black, murky sap. So no more massage for me. And I'm going to do a story time and tell about the last two clients that I worked on. Like the last two sets of clients that I worked on, because they really, really, I think some of their negativity may have stayed with me. And I was talking about this with Spirit Moon, I believe, who's here in the chat, because she's a Reiki practitioner. And we were talking about, could it still be stuck around? Madam Butterfly is grateful for your blood family and your taxidermy witch family. Oh, that's so sweet. Ricky Bunce, you have 111 subs. That's such a special number. Yay! Congratulations. Let's give gratitude that Ricky busted 100, and that's always a really good feeling. I was so happy that day of my 100 day. Joyce Jordan's here. I'm thankful for my life and for my family. Oh, and Jen, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you too, Joyce. I think about you all the time. Willow Night Owl, I'm great, thank you. I'm drowning in love for everyone today. LOL. Spirit is really pouring in for some reason. Whew! Yeah. When I was making this wormwood crown, when I first picked it up after I'd tied it, and you'll see in the Patreon videos, every single hair stood up on my whole arm, just like, you know when your erector pili, or the muscles under your hair, and then your hair all stands up? It was just, my whole body was tingling. It was amazing. So this wormwood has just been such an experience, really. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Feels so good. Be young. Grateful for all the positive things in life that raise your personal vibration and higher level. Absolutely. And I'm grateful for being able to say no to people now. Like, that's something that I used to not be able to do, but now I'm able to say no. Like, no. And it takes a little bit maybe of selfishness, but remember, you have to take care of yourself. Wormwood, as described in the Bible. Yeah. I believe wormwood's in the Bible, you guys, isn't it? When we read about it, didn't we read passages from the Bible? I believe... Oh, yeah! Wormwood is, in myth, what filled the hole of the snake. You know Adam and Eve, the story in... Hey, is Adam and Eve in Genesis? In the Bible, there's a section called Genesis. In the beginning, there was... What? I don't know the Bible, really. I couldn't recite it to you, but it talks about the serpent that comes out, and that's supposed to be like Kundalini, the serpent that wraps around the tree. Well, where the serpent came out, the legend is that wormwood replaced that hole. So, yes, I believe it comes up in the Bible. Rose of Jericho comes up in the Bible. Mandrake root comes up in the Bible. So there's lots of powerful herbs that we work with, especially, well, some nightshades that do appear in the Christian text. Flower just hit 100. That's fantastic. Flower, you hit it while you were here in the gratitude session. That's so amazing. Yes, please go over. And if you don't know anyone in the chat, go hug their channel and become friends with them, you know. Ring the little bell. Because that's how we really connect with each other, and we can stay communicating. And other people have channels here, so you can really get to know them. Willow Night Owl in Tennessee says, I'm an empath and work as a home healer caregiver for the elderly, and you love it. That's fantastic. For the elderly, I think it would be much, like, I could probably work with the elderly much easier than people my age or young people, like 20-year-olds, you know. Joyce is grateful for her intuition, too, and the ability to know when someone is lying to you. Yes, 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 girl, yes. I'm thankful for that, too. I'm thankful for knowing when someone's lying to me. I can almost always tell. There's people in my family, like my daughter, if she tries to lie to me, which she doesn't try anymore because it never works, I just stare at her and go, and just until she tells the truth, you know? If you give your child the eyes of like, just tell me the truth, it usually works. Oh, Spirit Moon, I'm grateful for you too. Oh, Flower hit it. She needs 112. It was just nice that you hit 111 while you were here. Hey, am I caught up? I'm almost caught up. Tessa's grateful for flowers, plants, grass, trees, herbs, rocks, and crystals. Me too. Art by Tarot and D says, I'm thankful for my subscribers also. You're about to hit 200? Oh, you're about to do a 200 drawing. Very exciting. That's fantastic. See, this is so much fun, you guys, to connect with people, send people gifts and things like that. Perhaps little quirky things you make, you know, just anything. So I apologize, my Etsy and my Patreon aren't in the description. But really, if you go to the last video and the one before, they're in the descriptions there. I just wasn't prepared this morning because I'm doing other stuff. But I wanted to come on and see you guys and know that today I'm just working on Patreon videos. I think I'll get out 3 on Patreon today to kind of catch up because I wanted to do daily videos, but I skipped one yesterday. So some days you'll get 2. Flower, wasn't Wormwood a mentor in the end times prophecy, hitting the earth and scourging 2/3 parts of the grass? And I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. And Flower, if you have any info on it, please do tell us. Congrats, Deborah! There's something like that about Wormwood. Yeah, Uncle Badger, I think so. There's also a bad prison in England called Wormwood Scrubs. That's crazy. Oh, Madame Butterfly is grateful for her claircognizance. So, isn't that claircognizance when you just feel, and you say, I feel a lot, instead of I see, or I know, or I hear? See, clairaudience is the ability to hear things, and that's what I've been gifted with. Clairvoyance is just kind of the altogether knowing, I do believe, like a being able to tell when people are lying. If somebody could help me explain clairvoyance, that would be great. I have a book on it. I'd love to read it. It's just a little book. Clairsentience. The feeling, right? You feel it. Clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance. There's another clair. There's 4. I'm missing one. Yeah, empaths need to help people, not serve people. I totally agree with that comment, Aiden. And my whole life, I've been doing the wrong thing, you know, until now. So I'm really happy, even if I'm a starving artist. Yeah, Insane Paranormal, we need to get you on the UK pen pal list. Clear knowing. So yeah, clairvoyance is that clear knowing, where there's, I guess that would be like, almost like intuition with no logic. That just stays. It means you already know it. AKA street smart. It's mundane society. Hey, I'm caught up in the chat. Yes! Just Jordan. Getting impatient. I want to mix up the 2 oils I mentioned to you, Jen, and not wait until the new moon. I want so much. Joyce, like I said in my Patreon video, if you you can wait for the new moon to do your working, because this one I wanted to do on a full moon, but one just happened. So, do I want to wait 3 weeks to do this, or do I want it now? I feel I want to do it now, so I'm not going to wait. And I'm just going to work with this waning moon, right? We're waning right now. We had a full moon, and so now it's got to wane down into nothing, into a new moon. And then it waxes up to a full moon. Here's how I remember that. You have a full moon, and it's got to get to this new dark moon, right? Black. So it's got to wane down. Well, let's start with the dark moon. You have a dark moon, and it's got to get to a full moon. So you got to keep putting wax over it until it builds up into a big full moon. And then you need Wayne, your mechanic, Wayne, to come by and take all the wax off. That's how I remember it. So waxing moon is the one that's getting bigger because you're adding layers of wax, and waning moon is the one where Wayne, your mechanic, has to take all the wax off. I don't know, that's how I remember it. Insane Paranormal, a person who claims to have a supernatural ability to perceive events in the future or beyond normalcy sensory contact. Thank you. So that was the definition of clairvoyance. Willow Night Owl in Tennessee says, D, I just got subbed to you, I swear. I thought I already was. Isn't that funny? Sometimes people get unsubscribed from things on accident, I think. Yes, that's right. Oh, yeah. Wormwood was part of the End Times reading. You know, Flower, go watch my Wormwood video. It's about 3 hours long, but we read through 11 books, and we read every single section on Wormwood. So if you want to get Wormwood information from medical books and witchcraft books, watch that video. It's 5 or 6 videos back, maybe. It's not too far long ago. B says she's totally claircognizant. Just that feeling. Yeah. Cognizance, audience, sentience, voyance. Yeah, Joyce Jordan. Wax on, wax off. But we all have ways of remembering things. Uncle Badger likes the number 7. I like 7, 9, and 3. And I need a number that's double, like 11, 22, 33. But my favorite double numbers are 33 and 66. Why are we so, picky about our numbers? It's hilarious. Hey guys, I got back to typing out my Book of Shadow spells. I'm really excited about that. I love the, feeling and ASMR of the typewriter. It doesn't break your hand to write because I'm already using my hands to do my creatives. And my hands are still broken from those 10 years of deep tissue massage. And we're talking deep tissue. I worked with athletes and stuff. It was so tough. And then I learned Ashiatsu. And the reason I left is because there were so many people that weren't coming in for the massage, but the feet thing. And I was like, oh no, we're not. That's no. New moon is Tuesday. Manifest all your best. Oh my gosh. So wormwood is really a plant, right? Yeah, it is. So it's a big, I have lots of pictures of my wormwood plant. And it grew to about 9 feet, and it grows these lovely leaves like this. And this is the plant that makes absinthe. Artemis absinthium. Is that right? Did I say it right? Artemis absinthium. We've said it so many times we're trying to remember it. Artemis absinthium. Is that right, you guys? You love the typewriter art by Tarot. You're currently looking for one to buy for your daughter. I want a vintage one. This one's brand new. It was like $100 and I found it at TJ Maxx. The We Are brand is pretty popular. But I got a brand new one just because I knew I could replace things on it better. But I want a Royal from the time of World War II. So I want like a 1940s Royal typewriter. And in order to use that, because I'd love to type on it, it would cost hundreds of dollars to get the supplies and the ink and the, is it broken, stuff like that. Hey, Willow Witch is here. I love the typewriter. I haven't been in live in a while. Yeah, so happy to see you back. Hey, Willow Witch, what are you grateful for? It's a gratitude session, so we're all saying what we're grateful for so that we can raise our spirits. Alex is grateful for marijuana. I'm also grateful for marijuana. Another plant we can talk about we're grateful for. And I don't think that cannabis came up in the Bible. I don't think it did. There's many herbs in the Bible. Do you know wormwood's in the Bible? Do you know mandrake's in the Bible? Do you know what else is in the Bible? The book, The Magic, is a great gratitude book. Thanks, Spirit Moon. You can burn wormwood like sage, question mark? Well, like if you if you tied this up into like a if you tied it tight, because the leaves aren't as thick as sage, so it might just like catch on fire. Let's show this next to sage. So see how thick this is? Like the white sage leaves are just so thick. They're really good for burning. This is more like paper rather than hard chunky bits. So you could, but it would probably not last you very long. It wouldn't be something you smudge and then kind of snuff out. I think this would be more for a ritual or to use in workings. I use it for other things, but I'm no longer allowed to suggest those things. Because I don't want to encourage anything that could hurt someone. Oh, wow, yes, the dangerous drink from the 1920s. Yeah, well, remember the time of, like, Van Gogh and all the, what was that time called? Like, Renaissance art? No, not Renaissance art. The time of Van Gogh. Him and Poe and all the great artists were just drinking absinthe. But the absinthe was not what made them crazy. It was the poor quality of alcohol that was in the absinthe. So we read a lot about that in the Wormwood video. Sage is actually related to wormwood. Yep, Uncle Badger, remember we read that. So we've got Rose of Jericho that's in the Artemidas family. We've got wormwood. We've got sage. Oh, there was another one. Tarragon. We were surprised by tarragon. Was there any other ones that we read about, you guys? Jen can't wait for the Patreon video. It's gonna be on as soon as we're done with this. And I'm not trying to rush this, but I do want to get that Patreon video on so I can finish this working. The candle is still going. It's just burning on the wick. And there's like a bunch of smoke in the bottom. It's pretty cool. I asked my spirit guides for a read in the wax, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, Emmett Blanchard, hello, nice to see you. Just have one away. It was not working. Parts are impossible to find. Wait, Be Young, you have a royal from the 40s? Yeah, parts are impossible to find unless they're on eBay, and then it's just like bags of money, like Madame Butterfly said. But that's kind of my dream. Yeah, we love marijuana plants. It's legal where we live. Great medicinal. I have a medical marijuana card. I've had it for years, you know. But it's better than drinking, in my opinion. Willow Witch, I'm grateful for marijuana and being healthy after the hospital. Me too, girl. I'm so glad you're out. Ricky Love, loved you. Ricky Buns, loved you all. I have to go. Love you, honey. Have fun with your grandson. Mr. Daddy Donuts News. Hey, guys, what's up? Yeah, what's up? We're giving a gratitude session. So what are you grateful for? Tell us what you're grateful for, and that should cheer our spirits. Flower, I'm grateful for still being alive. Me too. Me too. After years of struggling with addiction and depression and not knowing that you're an empath and not understanding when you're young until you get older and you learn, oh, okay, this is what I am. I'm grateful for still being alive too. And I don't want to go into that anymore. Uncle Badger, mugwort is also related. Yes, I think all three are in the Artemisia family. They're all like siblings. That's right. We learned that mugwort is the brother to wormwood. Can we smoke wormwood and get high? Insane Paranormal. Go to the wormwood video, because I really shouldn't talk about it anymore. Okay, here's the deal. You guys know that I grew this, and the packet said mugwort absinthe, and at the very bottom it said wormwood. For years I thought this was mugwort, so I was smoking it, and I was putting it in tea every morning, and like smoking it with marijuana, like a spliff. So, since it was mixed with marijuana, I don't know. I didn't have a spliff of it with tobacco. But smoking and drinking wormwood can cause major health issues. So I do not suggest anyone do it, but I'm telling you that I do it. Remember that witches used to live really short lives. Like, generally, back in the day when there wasn't, like, clean water and stuff, and witches didn't live very long, and I think it's because some of the herbs they were working with were just like toxic to their bodies, and you know, didn't have all the information, just had the intuitive information. But I can tell you from drinking it in a tea in the morning, which I again thought was mugwort tea because the packet of seeds said absinthe mugwort right on the front. It did make me feel good. But I've just recently learned that it's dangerous. So, I'm done with that topic and moving along. I'm not upset that you asked. I just don't know what to tell you because I don't want to hurt anybody. Van Gogh was during post-impressions. Yes, the impressionist period. That's what I was trying to think of. Oh yeah, hyssop is in the Bible. Good one, Joyce Jordan. Awesome. Message was deleted. Okay. Is everything all right, Brenda? Van Gogh was post-impressionist. Okay, great. Lady Knight of Avalon. Hello, so good to see you. Mr. Dangly Donut News says, I'm grateful for my awesome support system for your PTSD. That's fantastic. I have suffered with PTSD from past assaults, and my husband was in the war. So we had that connection where we both suffered from PTSD and worked on that together. So if you ever need support in that, please do let me know, Mr. Dangly Donut. I'm not familiar with that story, Flower, with this woman in the wicker basket in the Bible. Interesting. Joyce Jordan said, I used to have a Royal, just about to have a blast on the keys to make them type. Yeah, I know it is really hard. So, you really need to go to a typewriter shop. In Seattle, there's a typewriter shop. In big cities, there's typewriter shops, and they go in, and you take your old typewriter in, and they go and they clean it out and restore it. And yeah, it's hundreds of dollars, but there's lots of artists here who love to work on typewriters. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But the fact that there's a typewriter store and it's 2019, we're creatives around here. Julia, hi honey. I'm grateful to wake up every day in the woods, in our own home with nature around us. That's what I want, Julia. That's something to be grateful for. That's exactly what I want, with friends and family. It's fine? Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks, Dee. I'd bet Pepsi is more dangerous than wormwood. I know. Me too. But I just don't want to... I don't want to hurt anybody. If one of you smoked wormwood or drank a tea and there was a reaction, I would feel absolutely horrible. I would feel absolutely horrible. If you guys ever want to make a PTSD chat, just request that. And we can certainly do a chat to support each other for PTSD. If anybody wanted to share, if people just want to listen, I would be willing to set something up for that. Something like that up for you guys. I think it would be great. So also, Flower says, I have PTSD too, Spirit Moon, I have PTSD, Reiki helps me a lot. Insane Paranormal is here. So, we're getting ready to wrap this gratitude session up. If anybody wants to have that PTSD chat, or, like a monthly chat where we get together and we're just a support group for each other, I would be more than happy to do that. But I want to try to do these gratitude sessions kind of every now and again, just to give thanks for what we have, This morning I was sad because, there's like $6 in my bank, and, you have to think. We have food in the freezer. All the lights are on. We have air conditioning. Like, what do you really need? What more do you really need? So I think sometimes we sit in our house and we think we have nothing just because there's no money in the bank. But that doesn't fucking matter, Money in the bank does not matter. It's just this number that moves around from big to small, and you can't let yourself be emotional over it. If you let yourself get emotional over numbers, then you're not really focusing on yourself and what's important and the things around you. And I think it's important to do that. So before I cry, I'm giving gratitude to you guys and all my love and thanks. So if you're wanting to join the Patreon, I'm sorry I didn't put it in the description this time, or if you're wanting an Etsy order, just go to my last couple of videos and look in the description. And I'm getting to get back to these Patreon videos, so I love you all so much, and we look forward to making this wormwood crown. Thank you for helping me bless it, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a beautiful day, and make sure to be grateful for everything you have. And maybe if you see a family member today that's down, you can grab them, give them a hug, and say, tell me what you're grateful for. You know, if you see somebody that's down, just touch them and ask them what they're grateful for. Aiden, before we go, he wants to say, I'm grateful for Jen for giving all of us the opportunity to be thankful for what we have. Love you all. We love you too, Aiden. I personally love you so much, Aiden. I love that card I made for you. Yeah, so much love to you guys. I love you guys so much. Bye.